What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick demonstration over Gyro by 10K Audio. A quick disclosure, 10K Audio is the sponsor of today's video, but no worries. They won't see this video until you see this video. So what is Gyro? Well, Gyro, as they call it, is a real-time loop crate. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this plugin. You know, a lot of times when y'all watch these videos and YouTubers be like, this is my favorite new plugin, fam. This is for real my favorite new plugin, and I'm going to show y'all some dope stuff that you can do with it. The cost of this is $149, but they do have a play version. In that play version, what you will get is going to be user samples, the full sound library, access to the pattern page, chord page, sound page, effect page, mod page. You will have limitations to all that, and you'll have the MIDI out control too as well. So hop in FL Studio, check this thing out. When you pull up Gyro, it's going to look like this. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. You can layer all kinds of chords and patterns and different sounds, and you have different effects that you can use with this. We'll definitely go over all that. Like always, I created a little demo beat. I created actually 2 demo beats using Gyro. I'm American, so I'm probably gonna say Gyro, Gyro, Euro, Gyro. I'm gonna say all that throughout the video, but it is called Gyro. So this is what I got. It's not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, guys, so that was a little demo beat I cooked up. What was kind of cool about Gyro with this was that that's all just one preset that I was messing with. So I changed one of the sounds, and then basically I made it 3 different patterns, and I changed the patterns. So when you're looking at Gyro, all that came from this one pattern. Right? So it came from that pattern, but then what I ended up doing was I ended up taking down certain parts. So blam, I took this off, I brought this down. You know, and so to make the start order, so when the verse came in, I just used that, you know what I'm saying? So that worked out pretty well for me, in my opinion. I think that that was pretty dope. With this thing though, you get so much with this plugin. So this plugin is top tier in my opinion because of what you get to do with it. So as you're looking at it, let's just go to a new preset, right? So we're just gonna pick a preset at random, this Bristol Night. Right, so it's gonna have presets that sound like that. They say ideally the BPM to use this at is between 130 to 150. But if you want to do regular time, like let's say you're making a boom bap beat, which I'll play one of those for you guys later on, you can just hit this right here, this ×2. And so now when you're down here at 95, no, we're not going to restretch all channels. So now if I played it regular, it would play like this. But if you want it to be boom bap-ish, it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? You speed it up. Right, so that's pretty dope. So let's just take it back to 140 where we initially had it. We'll go through some presets and I'll show you guys all the stuff that you can do in this. Because again, this is pretty fire. So up here at the top, you see here, you can randomize this right here. So bam, it'll randomize and give you a random preset. That right there is just a fire preset. So now as we're coming here and we're looking at more of the stuff with the sounds, as you hover over things, it's gonna bring up different options for you. So you have like octave, cutoff, the instrument, delay, reverb, chorus. So you can come in here and hit this button right here, and as you hit that, it'll change the sound in here for you. And so you can get new presets really quickly, really easily. And so then I can come over to this next sound and I can do the same thing. Bam, so we changed that to yellow rubber. We could drop this down an octave. Turn that volume down a little bit. Now we can come over here and do the same thing with the kalimba. We can do the same thing again one more time. Pretty cool. Obviously, you see down here at the bottom, you're going to have different noises that you can add in here. You know, whatever it is that you want, you can randomize that too. So that's pretty fire. You have your pattern speed right here. Might have been a little bit too fast for it. Right? So that's pretty cool too. And then right here, you have halftime. So you can add halftime on each one of the individual layers, or you can add halftime on the whole sound. So as I turn this up and down, and then you can turn off whichever one you want with the halftime. And that's pretty cool. And you can put the halftime on the delay, the reverb, and on the frogs and stuff too, or whatever sound you have down here, which is pretty cool. Down here at the bottom, you have different patterns. So you see how we're on this preset right now. And if I push a button, now right here, there's different patterns. So you can only play these notes right here. But if I switch the pattern, right? So you can change the pattern. You can also, you can hit the chords too, the same thing. So you can change the way the chords are. So hit it again. So then you can tell there as you're hitting the chords, it's giving you a different sound. And then you got the same thing with sound over here. So you can go through the different sounds. And then you have the same with effects. You can I'll hit this and it'll change up your effects. All right, so now I've briefly gone over that. You can tap this and go underneath the hood with all this stuff. So now you see that I'm underneath the hood. You see the patterns, and it's got all 4 of the different patterns here. So you can switch through the patterns and how the notes are playing. So you know what I'm saying? Right here, this preset sounds like. Let's get a different one. Right? So you can do other stuff like, let's say we wanted to add something here. Right? So then we can go to the next one if we wanted to, and we could just add, you know, random sounds. Or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be random, but it could be, you know, with intention. But So you see how I'm making the melody and getting everything going in there. So, you know, you can easily get your own melodies, your own grooves. You've got the speed right here, the length, the swing, all that stuff you can change. So then you'll notice with the swing, you know, obviously it's changing the swing of it. You know what I'm saying? You've got the way that you want to retrigger it, whether it's pattern, chord, the direction that you want it to go. Right? Or you can even make it loop to where it goes through and then it comes back. And then in here too, you'll notice you have the velocity of each one of the notes. So this little white line right here will just be your velocity for that. Just all kinds of good controls in here, patterns. You can just do some pretty cool stuff in here. And then next to that, you're gonna have chords. So obviously you have different chords. You can change the chords that you have here. So you can come in here, you can hit record, and then you can put down whatever chord that you want it to be. So now you have that chord right there. So when this plays, right? So that's pretty cool. A really easy way for you to make chords. You'll see over here in the presets, you got all kinds of different chord settings and things that you can go through. So let's grab another preset real quick. You'll notice here too, this is how you get back and forth. Just click that little button in the middle is how you get back and forth. So now we're over here on sound. With sound, you have a ton of controls over here. So as you'll see here, you've got different controls and you can go back and forth between each actual layer and the drone too. The drone would be like the frog noise or the rain or whatever's adding some kind of texture underneath for you. But you can go back and forth between all that stuff on here. And then you can control things like you can turn up vibrato, you've got like reverse, you've got filter right here that you can mess with. And if you right click on things, you can easily come and set up your LFOs or whatever it is, you know, and you can turn them up really easy, really easy. So super cool. You'll see you have effects down here that you can mess with. So you know, you can thickerize your chorus. Pause. So I've loaded up the second beat that I made for today's video. It was just kind of more of a boom bap beat. It was just kind of to show you guys that you could use a 2x feature. So really it's just kind of a loop as you see here. And then I'm going to kind of go through some of the presets I made, because you can go through here, save your own presets. And I made some pretty dope presets. So we're just going to go ahead and play this, so that you guys can kind of hear what it sounded like. Right? So that sounds all right. One of the presets that I ended up coming up with this gyro was this preset right here. Right, I thought that preset was pretty cool, but I got some more presets that I actually was messing with. So here's another preset I'd made. mean, that's it's a pretty solid preset in my opinion. Here's another one. Let's go ahead and listen to another one. I promise y'all I'm about to make a fire beat to that preset right there. I promise y'all gonna hear something with that on there. Let's listen to another one. Right, so those are some of the presets. I think I had made some more, but I was just dropping them off in whatever library I was in at the time. So let's see if I can find maybe one or two more presets, and then I'll play a few more. Their presets too, as well. All right, we got one of the presets right here. I mean, that's fire too. And then the last preset I had made is right here. So those are just presets I randomly made. Let me just play a couple of their presets, just because, you know, I know you guys want to hear them. I mean, guys, that's what I got on this one. What are my final thoughts on Gyro? Gyro is pretty fire, man. Definitely rock with Gyro, Gyro, Euro, Gyrate. No, I'm playing with Gyro. Definitely one of my new favorite plugins. This isn't just because it's a sponsor video. It's because this thing is really solid, man. I really enjoyed my time I've had with this over the past few days. So make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.